kids, you want the safest car. This thing has like the all-point whatever safety things.
That sounds exactly how it'd be written on the deal options. Okay, so I've never driven or ridden in a Tesla, but I appreciate you taking me out of my comfort zone.
Shall we?
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go for a ride. Don't touch.
Hey,
watch this.
That's cool.
I think this is going to be your favorite car. Even though you love the wom.
It's a bomb. It's a bomb plane.
You want to hear the wom? There it is, John. There it is. Look at that. Wom.
I gotta tell you, I'm impressed. We spent so much time together.
Yeah, right?
But there's so much about you that I don't know. You went to the real world as a
1920.
Talk to me about that. Because at 20 years old, I didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah, neither did I. I was in college. I was in Miami of Ohio. I was watching The Real World New Orleans, which was season 9. It was the #1 cable show out there, and I loved it. I was sitting in my Theta Chi fraternity.
You were in a fraternity?
Believe it or not.
You were that guy.
I was that guy. And then they were like, hey, try out. I remember after I got on The Real World and the whole show, I asked them, why did you choose me? And my producer actually called me a buckethead and said he didn't want me on the show. But he was thankful that I was on the show because the best reality show type of person is a person that can't help being themselves.
How was your stay on The Real World?
I was the outcast. I really wanted everyone to like me, and I was trying to get them to like me so much, but you never meet someone that is trying to get you to like him so much that you don't like him even more.
Yes.
That's what it felt like I was doing. And I couldn't stop it. I was just digging myself a deeper and deeper hole. So then I created the character, The Miz. When I got drunk, I would just literally like start yelling at people and telling them exactly how I felt. It was my alter ego. They couldn't stand Mike. They loved The Miz.
You've been participating at a high level in WWE for 20 years. What drew you to the WWE?
When I was a kid, I loved WWE so much. In my living room, we would watch every pay-per-view. All my friends would come to my house, and my dad had one of those stealing cable.
A way to get reception.
Exactly. My dad had a way to get reception, and everyone would come to my house and we'd watch wrestling all the time. We loved it, but you never think you could do it. It's so far-fetched. You know, after high school, you go to college. After college, you go back to where you're from, and you get a job, you get a family, and that's what you do for the rest of your life. That was my mode. Once I got on The Real World, it was like, no, what do you want to do? Got off The Real World, and I remember being at my house. There was an action figure of The Rock that my roommates all gave me. But I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, what are you going to do with the rest of your life? And I looked at The Rock's action figure. I was like, I'm going to be a WWE superstar. I'm going to be a wrestler.
What was the environment like when you made it to WWE?
I was the outcast of the team. I was the person that was not wanted on the team.
Everybody berated me. Everybody ridiculed me. Everybody wanted me to quit.
Where along the timeline do you begin to be accepted instead of the outcast?
I had a match with Undertaker. Was the first step on SmackDown. Everyone looks to him for who's the next guy coming up. He's the person that will tell you, that guy. He loved the match. And that's when I finally got the approval that I've been so searching for the entire time getting there. There's nothing quite like it. And I earned it. I earned the right to be there.
If you hadn't had that match with The Undertaker, would you have been where you were at today? The Undertaker, would you have been where you were at today?
I don't know. The program with you is what really started building me. I remember the first match, the Great American Bash. You blocked the floor with beat a John Cena or even come close to beating a John Cena. In that moment, as a 28-year-old kid, I still believed. I was like, no, man, it should have been this way. But now, looking back on it, it was exactly what it needed to be, because then it allowed me to go back and build all the way until the main event of WrestleMania, where I challenged you again 3 years later. Being able to work with you on live events and learn the true art of what exactly we do. No one, from top to bottom, does it like you do it.
Thank you.
But it's true, you taught me by far the most in the ring than anyone has. You know, it takes a long time to build confidence. For a long time, I'd be like, I could have done this, I could have.
You short sell your fluency. As someone who's watched you work for a long time, you've been able to make anything work for as long as I can remember you performing.
No, thanks.
What was your athletic history?
In high school, I was the captain of the baseball team and cross-country team. I did football, swimming, and basketball. Basketball, my sophomore year, I made varsity for the playoffs. My junior year, I got cut. What would be your best guess at why I got cut from the basketball team my junior year, even though I was on varsity my sophomore year?
I am just going to throw out this is a Hail Mary. Is that what your dad did?
Very good.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. Even though I was on varsity my sophomore year.
I am just going to throw out this is a Hail Mary. Is that what your dad did?
Very good.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. My dad got in a fight with the coach. Somewhere at a bar, they got into it. And so then I got cut from the team. And then I went up to the swim team where I had to be underwater and didn't have to hear my dad cheer or boo me, you know what I mean? So it kind of worked out, right?
Did that change your relationship with your dad at all?
It didn't.
Not one bit.
No. You would think it would, right? I don't look at the drama that was caused. I just remained in a relationship with my dad because I love my dad. That was that.
Yeah. Why are you here? What drives someone like you?
Since I was a little kid, when someone told me I couldn't do something, or something was out of my reach, and I knew I could do it if I worked hard enough, I could do it. And when my dad told me, you're dumb, you can't get good grades, I got good grades. Anytime someone said, you're not going to win student government president, the most popular person in the school is going out for student government president. How are you going to win? And I ended up winning. I live life with no regrets.
Yeah.
I know in my mind and in my heart, I am doing everything I believe I can to become what I feel like I could be.
And what is that?
Biggest movie star in the world.
Okay. Why is that the next hill to climb? Is it because you haven't done it yet?
Yeah. I think
you're
it's
the
something I
mountain
haven't done.
climber that climbs Everest and then says Kilimanjaro next.
Yeah. Yes.
You can't stop me now.
Never being satisfied, you're always searching for what you can do better.
Exactly.
And
Even as a parent. As a parent, I'm always trying to be the best dad and best husband I can be, but you don't realize how hard it is until you're in it.
Okay, define in your terms, what is being the best husband?
Listening, learning, talking. These are all like words, obviously, but these are all things that I do that I could also do better. And I think that in our relationship, you know, we do the best we possibly can to make each other happy and bring a smile to each other's face.
What's been the biggest hurdle you guys have had in your relationship?
I think being parents.
Sisterly love. Oh, that's nice. This is so adorable. I can't take it.
You don't want to mess up your kids. Like, you don't. Like, and you don't know what would do that. You know, you'll look online and be like, don't give them chocolates. Don't do that. Don't yell at them. It's like, but they're not listening. Like, you don't understand.
Okay. You talked about what it means to be a better husband, better parent. What are you focused on there?
I try to show them as much love as possible. I tell them I love them every day, and give them moments of time that they can remember.
Good job, Mama. You put a little warning. Good job. Wow.
What do you do in your spare time?
Spare time, I golf. I like going golfing by myself. It's my moment to clear my mind and just relax.
What would the 20-year-old you think of this?
Well, the 20-year-old Miz like to go out and party a lot, and this Miz does not, because this Miz gets headaches. Welcome to my golf club.
So I'm gonna get the Miz Relax treatment right now.
Yeah, sure.
Do I have to pay extra cash for that?
No, you'll get the, maybe.
Let's go golf, man. What's next for the Miz?
I read to my daughter every night, so I'm going to write a book that I think that my daughters will really gravitate towards and really get into, but also teach them without them realizing they're getting taught.
Okay.
For WWE, it's to continue being the best I possibly can be in the ring, and now I get to propel what I've learned onto the youth, I guess you could say.
Awesome. Are we going to compete at anything? And if so,
Do you want to
you name the competition.
You get it closest to the hole.
Yeah. What's the stakes?
Stakes?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are
do
the
you want them
terms?
to be?
What are the terms? This is
I
our
don't
house.
really. I don't really play for money.
We don't have to put money on the line.
Well, what else? What do you want to do? Run naked down here or something like that? I mean,
It's cold.
It is cold.
It's cold. It would be, people would be disappointed in every facet of the term. It's cold. The loser has to do 5 push-ups,
Okay.
and then
You can't do a push-up with your.
I can do
elbows.
push-ups. I'll be fine. And by the way, I'm not going to lose.
Really?
Yeah.
You're